All hail our Disney and Marvel overlords as they came through on schedule with the most positive box office news since it 2 months ago. Thor Ragnarok's opening take of $121 million exceeded $110 million projections. The third time out for Thor is not only the top performer for the sub-franchise, but the second best ever for Marvel outside the May-August period. Only Deadpool in February was bigger. Such is the dominance of comic adaptations that this impressive total is only the 19th opening in adjusted numbers. But for 2017, Ragnarok grossed $18 million more than the year's top genre entry Wonder Woman, which sits at 2 for 2017, behind Beauty and the Beast. This debut also marks a $35 million increase over Doctor Strange, another Marvel entry, on the same 1st November weekend in 2016. And it comes parallel to a worldwide take in the second weekend many markets of $427 million so far. So Ragnarok came through big time, just when recent pessimistic Feast or Famine box office trends seems to be taking hold. And it is particularly critical as one of 4 projected giant hits, along with Warner's DC's Justice League and Disney's Coco and Star Wars The Last Jedi. Any shortfall might have foreshadowed a loss of momentum going into the holidays. And yet the weekend still fell short of last year. Total grosses will likely amount to around $180 million, down about 5% from last year. The reason one plaguing the overall scene of late, missing product. Last year saw 3 wide releases, with Trolls, the animated film in second place, grossing at $47 million more by itself than the uptick that Thor Ragnarok provided. A Bad Moms Christmas STX, this year's second new release, came in $2 million better than Hacksaw Ridge last year. Down the list, the cumulative impact of holdovers was minor, with only Jigsaw Lionsgate over $5 million. A Bad Moms Christmas Bad Moms, a very quick turnaround sequel little more than 15 months after the sleeper success of its predecessor, opened on Wednesday. Its 5-day gross of $21,556,000 is about $2.3 million under the first weekend last time. Most of the initial 12-day gross would have melded into the weekend with a Friday opening most likely, which makes the drop-off not bad. The difference though will likely be long-term. First time out and with late summer playtime and less later competition, it managed an impressive nearly 5 times multiple of $113 million total. The more likely result this time will be about half that as a domestic gross. If the Bad Moms sequel performs at the same ratio overseas as last time, that would mean about a $100 million haul. With a higher budget $28 million, that's at the low end of needed returns. STX's pre-sales could be the difference in their profit. It still comes as the company's best opening since Bad Moms. Holdovers. Despite the mostly lousy results last weekend, most holdovers provided no strong signs of long-term life ahead. Jigsaw Lionsgate and its holiday-related horror boost dropped 60% this weekend in a likely ultimate second to lowest attendance in the now 7-title Saw series. Boo to a Madea Halloween dropped 4%, and stands at about 2/3 of the same point of the first Boo last year. Thank You for Your Service. Universal kept its fall to 40%, but started weak and looks headed for only a slightly longer stay at most theaters. George Clooney's Suburbicon. Paramount fell 60% from its disastrous start in the 13th position. The more limited faith-based polemic Let There Be Light boosted its theater count to 642 and edging into the top 10, but still saw its total drop slightly, with its per-theater average dropping over 40%. Murder on the Orient Express. In advance of the prime holiday openers Justice League and Coco on consecutive weeks, next Friday sees Daddy's home to Paramount, looking for broad interest, while 20th Century Fox's remake of Murder on the Orient Express hopes to lure older audiences, with initial mixed reviews not likely to help much. The top 10 1. Thor Ragnarok. Disney New Cinema Score. A Metacritic 73's budget $180 million, $121,005,000 in 4,080 theaters. PTA per theater average $29,658,000, cumulative $121,005,000. 2. A Bad Moms Christmas STX New Cinema Score. BO Metacritic 42's budget $28 million, $17,030,000 in 3,615 theaters. PTA $4,711, cumulative $21,556,000. 3. Jigsaw Lionsgate Week 2 last weekend won $6,700,000, 60% in 2,941 theaters. No change PTA $2,278, cumulative $28,836,000 for Boo to a Medea Halloween Lionsgate Week 3 last weekend to $4,650,000, 54% in 2,202 theaters. 186 PTA $2,112, cumulative $42,958,000. 5. Geostorm Warner Brothers Week 3 last weekend $3,035,000, 49% in 2,666 theaters. 580 PTA $2,666, cumulative $28,770,000. 6. Happy Death Day Universal Week 4 last weekend for $2,815,000, 45% in 2,184 theaters. 1,351 PTA $1,289, cumulative $52,968,000. 7. Thank you for your service. Universal Week 2 last weekend $2,260,000, 41% in 2,083 theaters. 29 PTA $1,085, cumulative $7,356,000. 8. Blade Runner 2049 Warner Brothers Week 5 last weekend $2,235,000, 46% in 1,464 theaters. 957 PTA $1,527, cumulative $85,456,000. 9. Only the Brave Sony Week 3 last weekend $71,910,000, 45% in 2,073 theaters. 504 PTA $921, cumulative $15,290,000. 10. Let There Be Light Atlas Week 2 last weekend $11,631, 6% in 642 theaters. 269 PTA $2,541, cumulative $4,024,000.